All right, guys, we're going to look at some special situations today, some special cases, and actually you probably saw a few of these through specifically the mazes that you guys have been doing. But I want to just take this opportunity to kind of talk about it just a little bit, as well as show you the Desmos graphing tool if you've not been using that at all. You're probably going to be mad at me right now if you have already did this work and now you're saying, well, why did you show me now? Well, I wanted you to know how to do it algebraically, because when you get to Algebra 2, you're going to have some systems that you cannot graph, okay? So, but I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of show you this. So if you notice here, and I'm actually working on the practice that you're going to have, so these two questions that we're going to go over, if you don't get these two questions, I'm probably going to be upset just a little bit that you weren't able to get them done. But this first one here, and what we're talking, when we're talking about special cases, what we mean by that is, in certain cases, you will have one solution, which is what we're used to, where the two lines intersect. That is your solution for the system. But there's other situations where you will have either infinitely many solutions or no solutions at all. And so we're really kind of dealing with these special cases. And you notice on this first question, it says solve the linear system below by graphing. Tell whether the system has one solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solutions. So we're going to take these two equations right here, and we're actually going to graph those in Desmos with the Desmos graphing calculator. And I'll put a link to this in the assignment as well. But you can just type in desmos.com/calculator, and it will bring this up. And this is actually the graphing calculator. And so what I want you to notice is right here it gives you a line that you can go ahead and put your equation in. So again, if you're not familiar with this, you just click in this box right here. And we're going to go ahead and put that first equation. That first equation that we had in our problem was y equals 2x minus 5. And you notice immediately it goes ahead and graphs that line for us, okay? Now the other equation that we had was this one, 2x minus y equals -1. And the great thing about Desmos is you can just click to get another line just like that. And you don't have to have these in slope-intercept form. Desmos can graph them exactly the way they are. So 2x minus y equals -1. And all of a sudden you see here that I have a line, and it almost looks like parallel lines. As a matter of fact, I'm going to zoom it out just so we can see. And you can see that that is absolutely parallel lines. So the question I have to ask you is, if the solution to a system is typically when two lines cross, then what is going to be the solution to this particular system right here, where it appears that these lines never cross? Well, if the lines never cross, then we would say then that is a no solution. There is no possible value for x or for y that I could put into either one of these two equations that would make this statement true, okay? So on this particular question right here, question number 1, notice I'm giving you the answer right now. If you get this wrong, then again, I'm going to be highly upset. The answer to number 1 would be no solution. So let's look down at number 3. We'll look down here at one more. Let me click on 2 here, and then we'll go down to 3. All right, number 3. It says solve the system below by graphing. Tell whether the system has one solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solution. So again, it gives us 2 more equations here that we're going to put into Desmos and see what we actually come up with. So we have y equals 5/2 x minus 1, and then we have 5x minus 2y equals 2. Again, I don't have to worry about trying to get them in slope-intercept form or anything like that. Desmos will do this for me. So if you notice, I'm going to go back to Desmos. And here I've already got these two in here. I can just click this X and it will take those away. All right. And then click right back in, and I could go ahead and put in my 2 equations. So I have I put equals first. Y equals 5 divided by 2. And I want to just right arrow over. That way I can put my X beside of it. Y equals 5/2 x minus 1. And there we go. There's our first equation. So I want to go down and click in the second equation box. And I'm going to go ahead and put the second equation, which was 5x minus 2y equals 2. And what I want you to notice, hopefully you noticed that as it was doing it, you notice this one is purple, right? And this one is green. My green one, it almost seemingly went away. Okay. But if I were to rearrange the terms in this one to make it look like it was in slope intercept form, I would find out that they are exactly in the same place. As a matter of fact, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'll have to do it again. But notice there's my green line. So what really that was telling us was that those two lines are literally lying right on top of one another. So if they're lying right on top of one another, you notice this time it's black. It's okay. If they're lying on top of one another, then again, our solution is wherever those two lines cross. Well, these two lines happen to cross everywhere. They're right on top of one another, which means that these particular equations right here, this system of equations, would have infinitely many solutions because all along this line, every x and y that you pick it's gonna end up being a solution to this system right here, all along this line. So here for this particular question, number 3, again, our answer would be infinitely many solutions. So hopefully this has been helpful for you to see how you can use the power of Desmos to be able to graph any type of systems that you're given, and also to be able to see these special cases that we're looking at. So hopefully, again, it's been helpful. If you need any additional help, please let us know so that we can help you.